Not so long ago, I hated cooking. And then Laura happened. Who am I? Well, my name is Ruta and I'm a Lithuanian currently living in Iran. I know! Every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 50th day of my challenge. And on such a special day, something special had to happen. And it did! I could find some ingredients for even 2 recipes which I've skipped before, and this totally happened by accident. I was looking for something entirely different, and the fact that I could find them and then that now I will be able to cross out these 2 recipes, it just makes me so happy. I just love finishing things, and I have this list of all the recipes of Laura's from the very beginning, which once I make it, I cross it out, and I'm making from the very beginning in a line how they were published. And I have these holes because quite often I have to just skip a recipe because I cannot find ingredients. So now the fact that I'll be able to cross out 2 of those, it makes me so happy. I don't know, I'm so funny about it. So today I'm gonna be trying espresso brownies. So let's go over the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need, for the brownies, 2 tablespoons of instant espresso powder, 150 grams of chocolate chips, then 550 grams box of brownie mix, and according to my package instructions, I'm gonna need 100 milliliters of water, 150 milliliters of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. For the glaze, we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of water, 2 teaspoons of instant espresso powder, 240 grams of powdered sugar, 15 grams of unsalted butter, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for the topping, I have some chopped walnuts here. I'm gonna start by turning on my oven to preheat to 180 degrees and by preparing the pan, which, if you have a 23 by 23 centimeters baking pan, use that one. Good for ya. I don't have such one, so as always in such case, I'm using the next best thing, the one I have, and it could be written all over it, Ruta's cake pan, because I'm always using it for cakes. So what I'm gonna do with it, I'm gonna lightly spray it with non-stick cooking spray, and then I'm gonna line it with parchment paper with sides overhanging so that it would be easier to take out the brownies once they're done. Let's make the brownies now. So I'm gonna start by putting the 2 tablespoons of instant espresso powder into the water and lightly mixing it in, and then I'm gonna basically take all of the ingredients for the brownies except for the chocolate chips, which I'm gonna add in the last. I'm gonna put them into the brownie mix, so it will be this mixture, the vegetable oil and the eggs, and I'm gonna mix everything to combine, keeping in mind not to overmix. And now I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips. And that's that. So now I'm gonna pour it into the prepared baking pan. And now into the oven for 25 minutes. Okay, so it's not ready yet, so I'm gonna put it back for 10 more minutes. it's still not really done. It still has wet batter in it, so I'm gonna put it back for 5 more minutes. Okay, now it seems done. So I'm gonna let it cool for 30 minutes now. Let's make the glaze. So I have all of the ingredients for the glaze here, and I'm gonna start by taking these 2 teaspoons of instant espresso powder and putting them into the water and mixing them in. And then I'm gonna basically take all of these ingredients, which are this, as I've just mentioned, instant espresso mixture to be, the butter and the vanilla extract. I'm gonna put them all into the powdered sugar and I'm gonna mix away until everything is nice and smooth. "30 minutes have passed, so now let's take it out." To do. Okay, tools. It's good we'll have glaze. Wow, that was really hard and it's really oily. Okay, now I have to clean up. And now let's try to hide this mess with the glaze. So if I showed you it like this, you would never even know what trouble I went through just a minute ago. Okay, so the last step and the very last ingredient remaining is the chopped up walnuts, which I'm gonna top the brownie with it, and I'm gonna let the glaze settle for 10 minutes. Wow, the end result looks really good. I'm really surprised. I didn't expect that at all. And one thing I wanted to mention, if I was to make this recipe again, which I really doubt I will, because I just really don't like ready things, cakes and whatnot from the box. And actually this is my first ever cake made out of the box, and I think I would definitely listen to the package instructions rather than what the recipe says, because they were pretty different. I had to bake this in 160 degrees for 50-60 minutes, but instead I listened to Laura and I baked in 180 for 40 minutes, which was already 15 minutes more than Laura said. So I think that's the main reason for all that handling situation I had. But, oh, other thing, the biggest surprise of them all is the glaze. It smells so crazy good. I totally didn't expect that. I was so afraid to make it actually, because lately all the glazy and frostingy things I've made were so sweet. So I thought this will be sweet like in the power of 3. Brownie, then the chocolate chips, and then the glaze. It's like so much sweetness, but the glaze smells so good that I kind of want to try it more than the cake itself. So I think I said everything, so let's try this. I want to try the glaze so much. Okay, so I'm gonna take everything, a little bit of everything. That will be a really nice bite. The glaze, oh man, so good. The brownie is okay. I think It's really, really fudgy. I think it just needed maybe to cook a little bit more at a lower temperature, but it's done. The glaze is sweet, okay, but it's with coffee. It has such a nice aftertaste. If you like coffee, whatever cake you make, okay, not maybe whatever, if it fits, try this glaze. At least this, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna be definitely recreating the glaze because I loved it and it's so nice. I've never tried a brownie with walnuts, but it's really nice to kind of like have this crunchy thing in the background. So, okay, this was an interesting one. The first one from the box. So, as always, you can go and check the original recipe by Laura here. And the written one will be in the description box. Go and look at that glaze. And I really hope you had fun. And thank you for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe because I will have the next cool recipe I'm gonna try from the previous ones. Okay, so thank you for watching. Bye!